Hello, book community, and welcome to another big, big day. It's that time of year again. Yes, I know, book community, gather round. It's another reading race. And this is me. You might remember me from reading races past. It's Katherine Colson, your head librarian. I've yet again been asked to represent the Capitol Library, and I could not be more honored. It means the world to me. President, you don't understand. I'm so excited. And I, in fact, to kick things off, have a letter from the president himself to begin with a message directly from their mouth. I never thought this day would come. Mom, look at me now. Look at me now. Okay, I'm excited. Citizens of the book community, that's us. This marks the Reading Race's golden anniversary. Oh, because it's 50 years, a golden anniversary. For half a century, the Capitol Library has honored the memory of our community's darkest days by ensuring that peace prevails. Yes, sir. Yes, it has. That unity, once shattered, is preserved through sacrifice. Yes. And so every year, we remember, we repay, we reap, and we read. If you need to read that off of a paper, go back to school. Go back to school. If you don't know that, that is basically rebellion. That is a shy breath away from rebellion. Sorry, I'm getting verklempt. To honor those 50 years, ooh, this is exciting. This race will be known as the Golden Gauntlet. Fun! Oh, that's so fun! I love that. As a reminder that even the strongest among them cannot overcome the power of the Capitol Library. Say it again. Yes, the annual penance... The annual penance will be doubled. Wow. That's going to be so exciting. Oh, that's going to be so exciting. Oh, sorry. Katie, you're live. The country is looking at you. History is watching you. While the debt can never be repaid, the sacrifice must be made. You can mark my words. This race will make history. Ooh, let it be known. The Capitol does not forget. Let it be known, rebellion has a price. Ah, chills. And to the brave souls who will represent their districts, may the books be ever in your favor. From the president of the book community, I'm going to frame this and put this on my wall. I'm not even kidding. I am so happy to be here. And as is tradition, the president's ever lovely film crew and editing team has put together a little slideshow, a little video to explain to you how we unfortunately found ourselves in the situation we're in now. And roll the clip.
If we start to forget our history, we run the risk of repeating it. So for all those who need reminding, readers have long been the source of their own downfall, insisting on reading with emotion and individuality. This instability is why the Capitol Library, in all its wisdom, intervened all those years ago. As the book community fractured into chaotic subgenres, tropes, trends, and tone-deaf taglines, the Capitol Library stepped in, dividing the land into 12 districts, each overseen with firm and necessary control. Readers with their impressionable minds are not equipped to make literary decisions on their own. Without regulation, they drift toward meaningless fluff, personal catharsis, and worst of all, fanfiction. The Capitol Library's mandatory reading lists and extensive banned book database are safeguards, not restrictions. 50 years ago, a dangerous rebellion occurred. The districts, fueled by the delusion that books were for enjoyment, discarded their library cards and rejected their assigned TBRs. They allowed such insidious influences like advocates for marginalized voices, accessibility awareness, and the promotion of diverse authors to sway their reading tastes. What started as trigger warnings turned to trading banned books in back alleys.
We're live? Okay, book community, listen to me. The Capitol Library has been and is lying to all of us. They fear the words that make you feel, so they burn them. They fear the books that make you question, so they ban them. But we remember. We are the rebels. We read in the dark. We carry the silenced, the marginalized, the queer, the inappropriate and controversial. And we have not given up. We are working on ways to get these books and many more into your hands and at whatever risk necessary. I'll get you information on how this is going to happen and how it will work as best and as soon as I can, so please stay tuned. They can cage the pages, but they'll never silence the story. Because we remember, we remain, we resist, and we read. Okay, they've almost corrupted our connection. So just remember that in the future...
Soon, the very foundation of literature began to crumble, and the Capitol Library saw its people transforming before their eyes. In order to have the community we had all once loved, the library responded swiftly and justly, sending school boards and administrators to end this attack on censorship. The districts were purged of vapid rom-coms and shallow thrillers. In their place, revered classics, approved historical accounts, and educational texts were installed on every reader's shelves.
They are all somehow by cis straight white men, but I guess we'll ignore that.
Materials that uphold the literary order. To remind the bookish world that reading is for acquiring knowledge and not to elicit change, the Capitol Library holds a reading race each year. The race requires each district offer up 2 citizens as tribute to compete in a battle royale. 24 tributes enter the arena, and only 1 comes out alive, a shining example of what it means to read correctly. The victor is celebrated for their honor and obedience with a permanent position at the Capitol Library as a reminder of our generosity and forgiveness. These vital battles are broadcast online for all citizens to witness and participate. This is how we remember our past. This is how we safeguard our future. And so every year, we remember, we repay, we reap, and we read. From the desk of the president of the book community.
Oh, it always kind of gets me a little bit. Like, isn't that just so thrilling? Like, we have overcome and superseded so much as a community. And like, look at where we are now. Thanks to the Capitol. The Capitol Library has really done this for us. And I just want to thank the president again for believing in me and for believing in all of you and choosing kindness over war. So thank you so much. And let's get into the logistics of what we're doing here. Okay. This is Katie Colson off camera. The Katie Colson head librarian off camera. This is, it's me. Hi, it's me. The booktuber. Katie Colson. Was that confusing? I don't think so. Anyway, let me tell you what we're going to be doing here. This is a readathon that's going to be taking place over the entire month of July because as we learned in this book, it's roughly based on this book, and I will not be showing it again, and I will not be talking about it again because I don't want to get sued. Don't sue me. Thank you so much. In that book, you find out that their reaping day is July 4th. So obviously this is going to be taking place in July. So what we're doing here is there are 12 districts in this book community. The 12 districts are based on the 12 zodiac signs. That is going to keep it interesting because you cannot decide what district you're in. You cannot decide your team. It is whatever month and the day that you were born on, that's your district. So what we're going to be doing is there's an arena, the reading race, where 2 tributes every year get chosen from each of the districts. Now, caveat, this year, the reading race is its 50th anniversary. So it is doubling its amount of tributes. So each district has 4 tributes that are chosen, equaling 48 of them that are going into the arena. 48 go in, 1 comes out. Who's it going to be? Your favorite tribute? Maybe. Your least favorite tribute? Hope not. We'll find out. We're going to be building lore around these tributes as the month goes on because every week is a battle. There are 5 of them in total, and each Sunday of the month is going to mark the end of one battle and the beginning of the next. Now, at 1 p.m. Eastern on that Sunday, every Sunday, I will be going live on my YouTube channel to announce the eliminations, the results, and to give details for the next battle and what is expected of you as a reader. Speaking of how you're reading, how does that take place in this? You're reading a book. Physically, you can look at the back of the book and see how many pages it is and input it that way. Or you can go on Goodreads, Storygraph, such and whatnot, find the amount of pages of the physical book and input it that way. Input it where? Oh, thank you for asking. There's a Google form that at the beginning of each battle will be linked that you can go on to, choose your district, book title, total amount of pages, submit. That's all you need to do. Now, it will be contingent on when you finish or DNF the book, because it would be too complicated to go and put in how many pages you read every single day. That's too much work, okay? So what if you don't finish the book before the end of a battle? That's fine. All that matters is when you finish it. So say you're reading a 600-page book and you read 590 pages in Battle 1, and you're like, well, what am I going to do? You read the next 10 pages in Battle 2. You read 600 pages for your district. Essentially, you don't have to start and finish a book in a single battle. If you haven't completed your book by battle's end, the total pages will be applied to the next battle or whatever battle you end up finishing it on. I should also mention that audiobooks, manga, comic books, cookbooks, poetry, anything that has words on a page, all of it counts, okay? No one is gonna police you on what you're reading or how you're intaking any of that information. No, that's between you and God. Okay? So as for audiobooks, how do you count those points to the Google form? What you would do is you would go on Storygraph, Goodreads, what have you, and look at how many pages the physical counterpart has and input that amount of pages. Now, what if it is an audiobook that has no physical counterpart, such as an Audible exclusive? Then each hour equals 40 pages. You can check out linked below in Discord where there is a equation of how you would come to that number. And then for manga, comic books, manhwa, and other such things, it counts as half pages. So you would take the total amount of pages of one of those items, cut it in half, and input that number. There is also going to be a Google form down below that I'm begging you, please go and fill it out if you are planning on participating. This is crucial to the data spreadsheet. If you're going to participate, I desperately need you to fill this out. It's very easy. It's literally 2 questions. That's it. 2 questions. And if it asks you for your email address, it will not send it to me. It only does that because Google has its weird little thing, but it will not show me what your email address is, so you're totally safe there. It will ask you for a unique name. Now, you need never remember, think of, or use this name ever again. It just needs to be unique to separate you from any other possible reader. So it could just be a string of X's, 1s, and other matrix-like things. You can do whatever you want, but do that and then click what district you're in, because we vitally need to know how many people are in each district to keep things numerically fair and balanced. You fill that out. You can do that right now. Now, I hear you. You might be saying, Katie, what if my district gets eliminated early? I mean, there's 48 tributes and I have 4 of them. Somebody's got to get out. Yeah, of course, 11 of them are going to be eliminated. Now, never fear. You're never out of the race entirely, okay? You may not be in the district that wins, but you can support and choose the district that wins. That's where things get really interesting. Once your district has been eliminated, if it so happens that it does, you become a sponsor. That's very important because sponsors are the backbone and the spine of the reading race. Money is power. Money talks, okay? So basically, instead of your books and pages equaling points for your district, your pages equal points that you can gift or weaponize for or against other tributes and districts. You get as nefarious as you want. You get as dastardly as you want. You go on that Discord and you start scheming. You do whatever you need to do. Or be lackadaisical. Do whatever you want, okay? It'll be fun. It'll be chaotic. It'll be crazy. It'll be cute, okay? And I have to say that. Head librarian Katherine Colson is going to tell you this right now. You better keep it cute. So the announcement of what district your zodiac is in, because it doesn't go in order to the calendar, it goes in order of how I want to distribute them and what I think they would be in, and what your 4 tributes are and who they are will be announced incoming, a lot of which will be announced on Instagram at sunrise on the Readathon, where there will be a bunch of useful, pretty graphics I'm going to be posting on there, as well as tribute tallies to show you who has been eliminated, who's fallen off, who succeeded. Follow my Instagram for any of those updates. You can turn the notifications on. Please subscribe to my YouTube and hit the bell icon so that you get notified for all of the exciting announcements I'm going to have coming out. Different things to lead up to the beginning of this readathon. I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. I've thought of everything. I have all 48 tributes mapped out. I have looks for all of them, ages for all of them, names for all of them. We're going to get backstory for all of them. And it's also freaking exciting. Every zodiac sign has its own color scheme. Every zodiac sign has its own TBR templates, which will also be on the Instagram. So if you want to tell people what you're reading, what you're planning on reading, or at the end, what you ended up accomplishing for your district or sponsorship, all of that is so artfully designed. There is going to be a Discord, okay? It's already set up, but I'm not going to have it go live until closer to the readathon because it's very intricate. But you're going to sign up and you're going to choose what your district is, and you will have access to that team's hive mind. No one else will have access to it. Other teams cannot lurk in your strategy plans, cannot lurk in your safe space. No, they can't. So please join the Discord when that becomes available to you. You will know there will be many videos such as this, even short reels on Instagram and posts that you will not want to miss. So set up your notifications on Instagram for the month of July. It's just the month of July. You don't have to go crazy. It's not like I'm going to be posting at all times of the year. It's just 1 month, so you don't miss anything. And I'm so excited to get this started with y'all. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's so good. It's so good. Speaking of artful and tasteful, merch. Merch. Do you want to support your district? Do you want to support the book community? Oh, look alive, merch. So we have crew necks, we have shirts, we have bookmarks, we have mugs, we have tie-dye, we have all the things. They all look so good. Like, I made that with my hands, my eyes, my brain. All of that to say, let's fight back in the way only the book community can, by reading. And as always, may the books be ever in your favor.
From the desk of the president of the book community.